Okay, interestingly, this software update just popped up in my car. I used the button. Hang on, I need to show you. So I was driving along and I thought I'd give this voice command a try, which I read about recently, which is check for software update. Then it opens your software update, and a minute later I had the orange icon here to download the update, which it has done now because I'm at home. And now let's see if we can schedule software update. No, it doesn't do that. Well, I thought, you know, that's an undocumented voice command. I never read about this before, so I don't know when this was introduced in the car. Yeah, 11:30 schedule, because the car wakes up at 12 o'clock anyway, so it has 25 minutes time to install the update, and then at midnight it starts the charging anyway. So, and there's the clock. Yeah, this will just be another bug fix update. There's no new functionality or something, nothing. But version 11 is in the make and will come out mid or end of December. We're all waiting for version 11, right? That's the big one, the large one, the huge one. Well, I'm just having a look at TeslaFi to see. I'm on 44.10.1 at the moment, but the 44.15 is scheduled in for tonight. But there's also a 44.25, and you can click on this little clock symbol afterwards, and it says 2 vehicles with similar configuration to you and located in the same country have this version installed. So obviously Model 3s here in Australia already have the 44.25, but I just got the 44.15. So I'm not sure if these are incremental updates or why haven't they pushed me on the newest 44.25. I mean, there's nothing new in this either. What happens if I click on this icon? 33 vehicles. Okay, there are far more vehicles with this version, but this is brand new. Just came out today or yesterday, I think. Maybe the 44.25 is only for full self-driving cars. Who knows? We'll find out. You know, it doesn't really matter, you know. All these updates, these are all little small bug fix updates anyway, so there's nothing new in it. I'm still wondering why that is. Is it charging now? Oh yeah. Flashing fast. Well, I haven't charged the car last night because the battery was so hot. When I came home yesterday, we had like 39 degrees all day long yesterday, and the car was parked in the pure sun most of the time. So I wasn't at work in my usual spot where I have the tree in front of me, which covers the car from noon onwards. The whole afternoon is shaded. But yesterday I was in a different location at work and there was no shade. And the car was parking there. I had the sun shield, this metallic sun shield in the front here, but still the car was so hot. I could see the overheat cabin protection kicking in all the time. When I checked the app, could see it was bouncing between 55 and 40 degrees all the time. But the battery, before I left, I checked the battery with the app and I took a screenshot here. You can see the battery is at 43.8 degrees Celsius. Just by parking the car in the sun. In these climates here in Australia, 43.8 degrees. That is insane, right? So when I came home, then I had about 33% of battery left, and I just decided I don't want to charge the car. You know, the battery is so hot, and if you plug it in then and charge it overnight or something, it is just not getting better with the battery temperature. So I left the car cooling down all night long, and now this morning, well, we are expecting 42 degrees today as per the weather forecast. So I'm charging the car in the morning. We already have 35 degrees now, but the battery, yeah, let us check the battery now here on the app. Yeah, 30.5 we have now. That's the average cell temperature. And you can see the 5-way valve angle is on 5 degrees. So this means it does not try to heat up the battery even further. So we've got 30 degrees still in the battery just by the car sitting here in the shade all night long. And you can see the battery is on 33% state of charge. And I probably charge it up only to 40% just in case I need to go somewhere today or tomorrow, because I'm working from home for the rest of the week. So I'm not planning to go anywhere with the car, but just in case I charge it up to 40% and leave the car sitting at 40%. It is recommended not to charge too high in these hot conditions, you know. The frog. The frog is expecting rain. Because, as you know, heat is one of the main sources for battery degradation in lithium batteries. So the cooler the battery stays, the longer it will last, of course. And I'm trying my best here in this climate to do that. And it is even worse if you have a high state of charge, say 80, 90 or even higher percentage, and then this heat, this will kill your battery. Over time, you know, not immediately, but this will degrade your battery even further. So I'm avoiding absolutely DC fast charging on these conditions in these temperatures as far as possible, unless we go for a long road trip. Then it's obviously not avoidable. But here at home I charge on 2 kilowatts only overnight or in the morning when the battery is the coldest. I'm trying to not heat up the battery. See, it's on 30.5 now already. It's heating up slowly. I'm trying not to heat up the battery on purpose while charging or driving or something. So keep this in mind if you want your battery to last longer. High state of charge plus high temperatures is a killer. Well, again, we discussed this in the forums as well, and some people don't care. They say, I'll drive the car only for 2 or 3 years, and then I don't care about it. But as I said before in my video, I care about it because if I sell the car, I want the new owner to have the perfect or the most perfect conditions of the battery and the best experience with the used Model 3, of course. So I'm not wrecking my Tesla just because I say, well, I drive it only for 2 years. I don't care. I do care. So I'll keep an eye on it, and if it's at 40%, I'll just stop the charging and leave the car sitting there at 40%. And we check back later what kind of battery temperature we have then. I had to log another service call yesterday and another service ticket with Tesla. I'll show you this inside the car, right? Ah, nice, the aircon turns on. Ah, that's beautiful. Yeah, we've got 32 degrees here in the carport. Just need to turn the fan speed a little bit down here. All right, I logged the service ticket again in regards to the Sentry Viewer. Because again, I don't have a bar down here. I don't have buttons. I cannot delete any of this footage at all. Nothing. I can select the footage, but there's no way for me to, there's no timeline. I cannot skip forward and see where the actual trigger point is. I cannot delete any footage, nothing. Happens again. Happened again yesterday. I checked, no, the day before yesterday, I checked at noon at work and it was still fine and working. And I checked again when I left work, so 4 hours later, and it was like this. So something in between happened and this whole thing tripped out. I can fix this by holding down both steering wheel buttons and it restarts the screen. But, well, this is the 5th time now it happens since we've got the Sentry Viewer and it's still not fixed. And I'm running now the Samsung T5 SSD card directly plugged into a USB port here in the car. While before I had the USB SD card adapter and I used a little micro SD card for film cameras. But this was this is a special one from Samsung as well, which is built for high frequent read and write tasks. So, and it does exactly the same as before. So it's not the storage device. I have tested USB sticks as well and other storage devices. It is not the storage device. It is something with the car. I have also tried to I have also unplugged my mobile charger here, my mobile charger pad, because this uses some power from the USB ports as well. Does make a difference. Nothing I plug into the USB ports works or makes this even happening. So I don't know what it is. It can be only a software glitch, because the software reset or the restart of the screen fixes it. So I locked ticket number 4 now with this stuff with Tesla. Haven't heard back yet, but let's see what they figure out. They usually push the newest software update onto the car, which fixes it temporarily, because the software update also does a restart of the screen, which fixes this issue. And I told them, this has nothing to do with your software updates. It's the pure restart of the screen which fixes it. Not the software update, but the restart which comes with the software update. All right, yeah, I think I'll keep you posted about this issue. Have I shown you this before? I think you can see it here better. This black bar underneath here, is this something I've shown you before? This is not on any other camera. See the side cameras, they don't have this black stuff, but left camera doesn't, rear camera doesn't, but the front one has like a black shadow underneath. I don't know if this is normal or if there's something here which is not, I don't know, aligned correctly here on this cover or so. I don't know. It looks like it's filming part of the plastic cover here as well. Looks like. Anyone else got that? Just on the front camera. Okay, so we are charging now for about an hour. We are on 39.6% state of charge, and the battery has warmed up to 32.5 degrees. I will just stop charging now. Even it says it will still charge another 2 hours and 25 minutes, but this is until we reach 50%. I really don't see the point of charging to 50% if I don't use the car anyway now, and I already have 147 kilometers in the battery. So even if I need to go somewhere, I can drive through Brisbane and back without charging. It would be close, but I could do it. So we just turn it off now and leave the car sitting there on a low state of charge, 40%, stop charging. So you can actually leave the car plugged in even if you don't charge, and the car will wake up every 2 days to top up the 12-volt battery a little bit and recharge the main battery. Takes about quarter to half of a kilowatt hour into the car. This is probably a standby loss, and then it goes to sleep again for the next 2 days. It never wakes up and cools the battery or something, as some people say in the forums. This is not happening at all. I'm checking all the parameters, all the numbers here coming from the car with the Scan My Tesla and the TeslaFi website as well. There's no cooling. There's no cooling on AC ever happen. All right, we just leave it as it is and let the car sleep till it gets cooler. Yeah, well, and then I have to log another ticket with Tesla to get this fixed here. The paint is peeling off here on the bumper again. This was happening before when I got the car new, because the whole bumper is not aligned correctly. You can see it probably looking in this angle. You can see how the lights are actually poking out of the hole. See, they need to be further in, but that's what they did, because I had some issues with the lights touching the paint here on the bumper as well. So they moved the whole lights, but this is not ideal either. So the whole bumper needs a realignment. There should be a little gap on here. See, this is all very, very tight together. It's not nice, and the paint is peeling off because it's rubbing on the fender. So I'll log another ticket for that. And there are some other misalignments which I look at every day. I look at these misalignments every day. You know, it's a Tesla after all, right? You pay for the technology, not for the quality of the car. Yeah, I'll get them to sort this out. The car is still under warranty, of course, and I'll just get them to sort this out and see what they... Here, the back. See how it moves? And this is because this rubber here is not touching this stopper on the other side. So potentially I need to turn this out a little bit more, and then you can actually see these black marks there. This is exactly here from the lid. And before it, yeah, there's nothing here on this side, I think. No, there is. There it is. Well, we've got a mark here. You can see where the actual rubber touches there, but not on the other side. But I can fix this myself. But these are all the little bits and pieces, you know. Jesus, how hard is it? How hard is it? Right? To build such a car and make the parts fit. It's still... Yeah, it's not that much on this side. It's far better, but here it is quite a lot. Just another half turn. Still doing it. Well, and the next thing I want them to look into is, see this rubber here, have a look at this rubber, how this one is not correctly fitted. But I cannot push it in further. And when I had the car at the panel shop, just at the beginning when I bought it, and I fixed all the other misalignments and everything of the car, they said they cannot push this one in further because there is some metal underneath. In the last year I could inspect a lot of Model 3s and I've seen never any other car like this. So let me know in the comments down below if you have the same and this rubber is just not being put in correctly. See, it totally stands out. It's all good here, and then it looks like it's not being pushed in correctly, but there's no way to push it in any further. So I don't know what's wrong with this whole setup here in the back, but they need to look into this as well. You can see it from here. It's right in the middle. I don't know what the deal with that is. I'll let them adjust it. Alright guys, so far this update, it's a mix of videos I've put together for you. Little bits and pieces, you know. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, I'll go back in the pool. We've got 39 degrees. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm signing off. You stay charged and we will see us again in the next video soon. See you then. Bye bye.